Welcome to Ecclesia Principles, a biblical strategy for believers to engage in God's design for government with Ray Eppard.
Hello, glad you could join us again today. This week, we're talking about the spiritual dynamics of government, the spiritual dynamics of government. Yesterday, we talked about how that God has a structure on this earth of the angelic beings that oversee governments, oversee functions on this earth. Satan also has it. We actually have those named in Ephesians chapter 6. At the top is spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Then there are the rulers of the darkness of this world. Then you've got principalities and powers. That is kind of the structure. And Satan basically copied God's structure. Now, where we finished was talking about the fact that these spiritual dynamics, that God's kingdom, Satan's kingdom, one of their primary targets is human government. Satan works through human government. God seeks to work through human government. He wants to do that. It works best that way. And we're going to get into seeing why it does a little bit shortly. But first, we've got to understand the spiritual dynamics of government. Let's read Daniel chapter 10, verses 13, and then also verse 20 again, so that we can refresh and see this. This is Gabriel talking to Daniel. He says, "But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. He had been sent in response to Daniel's prayer, but the prince, the ruler of the heavenly places, the wickedness in heavenly places, withstood him 21 days. He says, and behold, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left alone there with the kings of Persia." Then verse 20, Gabriel asks Daniel, then he said, "Do you know why I have come to you? And now I must return to fight with the prince of Persia. And when I have gone forth, indeed the prince of Greece will come." I really want to focus on that last part. He said, I'm going to go fight with the prince of Persia, but he, the prince of Persia, basically will be replaced by the prince of Greece. We know from history that the Persian Empire was defeated by the Greek Empire. Now notice, Gabriel's message to Daniel is that he is going to be in warfare with this prince of Persia, the spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. And he's going to defeat them. They're going to fight him and they're going to defeat him. But what's going to happen? He's going to be replaced. He's going to be replaced by the prince of Greece. If you would notice here that a change in the spiritual realm, the heavenly places, the wickedness in heavenly places, when one is defeated, another one replaces it. Now, a couple of things I want us to take away from this. Number one, so many times Christians are praying to pull down that spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. It's not going to be a vacuum. It's not that it's just not going to be something else. Something else will take its place. Just like here, we have no scripture that tells us that once we defeat spiritual wickedness in heavenly places, that nothing takes its place. It's just God. No, when the prince of Persia is gone, then the prince of Greece will come. That's what's going to happen. It will be, Satan will replace the one that was defeated. We don't really, in that sense, get rid of them. But notice, when there is a change at that level, the spiritual wickedness in heavenly places, when there is a change at that level, human governments change. The kingdom of Persia was overthrown by the by the Greeks. The Greek Empire overtook the Persians. See, most of the time people think that what happens here on the earth precipitates spiritual dynamics. No, the spiritual dynamics are what create the earthly existence and the earthly experience. We've got to understand that when things change in the heavenly places, governments change. Join us again tomorrow and we'll continue these thoughts and study.